I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.
Well, hello there. I hope you're having yourself a great day. I am, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a figure that is dear to my heart. I'm sure you know by watching my other videos. If you haven't already, make sure you do so because there are a lot. And if you're a Disney fan like I am, I'm sure you'll enjoy all the content. And like I said, today we're opening a figure that I was not expecting to ever actually get. There were only 500 made, and half of them were done for D23, and I believe the other ones were going to Spain or overseas events. And the figure I am talking about is Iron Studios Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse figure. And when I first saw this, I was so happy. And the fact that I actually have one makes me even happier. And I haven't even taken a look at it. I love the phrase, I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse. And it actually kind of has lost the fact that it was all created by a mouse, because if you really think about it, there isn't like a ton of Mickey Mouse merch, and that definitely is not... he's not represented a ton in the parks either. He only has one ride, and that was just recently added to Hollywood Studios. And it's a nice ride, but I kind of wish there was more Mickey Mouse stuff. Just personally, I'm a huge fan of Mickey Mouse in general. I do have a lot of Disney Big Figs around my house and a bunch of sets that feature Mickey Mouse, which if you haven't already, make sure to check those out. I did some recent videos of some other Mickey Mouse sets that came out from other companies like Pop Mart and Miniso. But today, like I said, we're opening up this beautiful figure of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse sitting on a bench, and it's a 1/10 scale deluxe art scale. I'm not sure what that means, other than I guess it's fancy or just going from an art sketch to an actual product, which is usually how it is. And it's nice to see it in color, because sometimes these are like either a bronze statue or kind of like the one that you see when you go into the Magic Kingdom, and in front of the castle there is Mickey and Walt holding each other's hand, which is so cute. I absolutely love this figure, and I'm really looking forward to opening this. I have not taken a look at it first. This will be you and I's first look at this, and I'm probably not the appropriate grammar, but I'm Kevin Grammer. All right, that was a bad joke. All right, but anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. I'm so excited. Alrighty, before we open it, I wanted to share with you my other statue I have of Walt Disney, which I absolutely love. If you're not familiar with this one, it is the smaller version of a new statue that is in Epcot, that you can actually go and sit right next to him and take your picture with him. And I have not gotten to the parks since that's been added, so I have not had the opportunity to see it in person. But from the photos I've seen and videos, it looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm very honored to have one of these. It was also available as a Christmas ornament, and I just think it's the coolest thing, because you don't have a lot of opportunities to actually have Walt Disney statues. There was a silver version or pewter version of Walt Disney holding Mickey's hand, which is similar to the one in front of the Magic Kingdom. However, the saying that was on it was wrong. And so I didn't purchase that one, and when I messaged the company, they said they didn't have any plans to fix it. So I didn't purchase that one. I guess I could have gotten it and then maybe had someone etch a new saying in the correct manner. But that's okay. I love this one just as it is. And like I said, it is or was available as a ornament also, besides this larger format. but I have this in a case by itself, which I absolutely love. And at some point I might have a photo or paint it myself painting of Epcot, the Spaceship Earth ball, Epcot ball, as my kids always used to call it. And we are going to go ahead and open this up. On the front, as you can see, it has Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. And over here it says 1/10 scale deluxe, Iron Studio event exclusive. And then it has a little Walt Disney plaque there. I love the sketch. It's very nicely done. And on the back side, and just by looking at this, I'm not sure if this is how they did it, but it reminds me of, you know how you can sometimes go places and have a 3D model printed of your face as a little small sculpture? That's kind of what that looks like to me. I'm not sure if that's how they produced it, but it does remind me of that. And this was very rare. It's probably one of the rarest pieces I have. We'll go ahead and I will leave a link to the person's website who was kind enough to send this to me. It is Enchanting Unboxing. So there is his info. And I'm supposed to be doing an interview with him at some point. I was going to do it in the past, and then stuff came up, and then there's always something crazy in my life. But that is his information. And let's go ahead and take a look at this. I hate styrofoam, which you might already know. It just has always driven me crazy. I have very sensitive fingers. I have a connective tissue disorder, and my fingers literally feel like velvet if you were to ever touch my hands. Yeah, so they're very sensitive. So when I touch things, I notice it more than most people would, which is not something, it's not my superpower that I want. But I'm really looking forward to seeing this. Like I said, it's very rare. And let's just finish cutting this here. Doo-doo. Are you having fun yet? I know I could have just done it ahead of time, but what fun is that? I want you to be part of it. Alrighty, here we go. And it is in several pieces. I honestly thought it would be just as one. I'll have to show you, before I open this, I'll show you a few other Iron Studio figures. And I've seen some of them in person, and they're absolutely beautiful. The amount of detail is insane. First, let's go ahead and take the bench out. And here is the bench. And it feels like a type of plastic. Obviously, that's where Walt sits, and then Mickey looks like they have magnets in each one. And here is Walt. Now, this might be hard for children to watch. What this Walt with no arms, which is kind of creepy. But there you go. That looks really cool. I was worried. I'm always worried when there's stuff, figures this small, whether they're going to have good detail or not at that size. Let me actually turn on an additional light so I can show you up close here. As you can see, it's a good job of his likeness at this scale. Usually the lower you get, the worse they get, but this one looks really nice. Very cool. And I'm just looking myself here. I love it. He's even got, look at his socks. His socks even had the little lines on them. And he's got his very shiny boots. Very cool. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that up close. That's what I like to do on my channel. If you haven't already noticed, I'm always doing close-ups. And let's stop traumatizing kids and let's put Walt's arms on. There is arm number 1. And at first when I looked at the photo of this on a few angles, it looks like his arm is super long or broken. But when you look at it in person, it looks correct. You can hardly see here, but he actually even has little fingernails. So that's cool that they even put that tension in. Even has, like, you know, these bones that you see. You can see them on his hand, which is really cool. Even the palm of his hand, you can see all the creases. So that is crazy detail. And let's get his other arm out. I feel like now I have to get a big giant castle to put this in front of. I do have one, but it's like a kid's version of the castle. It was actually a kid play set, but I just had to get it. It was actually on sale at the time I bought it. But look at that, even his cufflinks and all the little ones here. That is really cool. I love the attention to detail. I mean, they could have easily skipped. I mean, you can't, even all the little tiny creases in your hand that, you know, you normally have, you can see them. Even up to under his wrist. That's very impressive. Even has little tones of coloring. You can see all those bones in his hand. Super cool. All right, let's get this man's arms back on. And it feels as if there is magnets in there. So the magnets pull it on. And then we'll put this other one on. Look at that. Ta-da! This is really creepy. I literally expect him to start talking. It looks so good. That is really impressive. I mean, not that this big one here isn't, but even at this size, this, excuse me, even though it's in color also, obviously. Here, little Walt, give big Walt a hug. This is more realistic. Obviously, it's meant to be a bronze statue, so it's not going to have coloring and stuff. But I do like that they're just able to get all that likeness on this small statue. Just like, I expect him to get up and start dancing on my arm or my hand or something. It looks so cool. I'm so happy to have this. And poor Walt. Here is his backside, and then there's the little magnet that sits in there, and then you can put Walt on the bench, and then there he's on there. And there is a base for this. That's what this little peg is for, which I'll show you in a moment, but I just kind of wanted to show you how beautiful this looks. Alrighty, let's just put that down for a second, and we'll get Mickey out of here. And there you go. This looks really cool. And I don't think I mentioned yet, but this is my very first Iron Studio piece. I don't own anything else by them. It's kind of pricey for me, so I can't really afford to get them. But this one I was able to get, so I am happy about that. But there you go. There's a little tail. Excuse me. And let's go ahead and access the plaque or the base, which is underneath on the back side. And then there we go. And this has weight to it. This is the heaviest part of it, obviously. Let's get this out of the way for a moment. Here is the base. That's just garbage. Get that out of the way. There's the base. It's cool little stonework and a little circle. Look at that. It even has feet print where you put his feet. Look at that. It's a shoe footprint. And then there's the heel. And then these are where the legs of the bench go, and that's the one with the peg in it. And there is the front, Walt Disney, and it's a metal plaque. It's not plastic, I believe. Yeah, that's actual metal. This definitely has some weight to it. And then here on the back it says, "I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse." And then here is the bottom, Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse, Iron Studios, Art Scale, Deluxe 1/10 scale. And look at that, we got number 99 of 500. That's pretty cool. I just think someone had to hand number every one of these. Unless they get computers that can do it nowadays. Otherwise, someone had to sit and sign all these. Because that's handwritten. And yeah, looks handwritten to me. So that is very cool. We'll put that down. And I will do a 360 at the end, so don't worry about that. You know, I always do. If I remember, that is. All right. And let me see here. Oops. There we go. He is stuck in there. That's one reason I hate styrofoam. It always sticks to things. All right. So there is Walt on the bench with his arms stretched out. I would have loved to meet Walt Disney. Obviously, I would have been way too young to even remember if I had seen him. Actually, I was born in 1970, so yeah. It's unfortunate he wasn't able to see all the wonderful things and not so wonderful sometimes things that have happened to Disney World. But here we go. Now we have that on there. Absolutely beautiful. If you have the opportunity to get this, I definitely would. It's very rare, very hard to get. I've seen them going for $400 or $500 or more on eBay. And I did not pay that. But look at that. You can even see his kneecap through his pants. I love the attention to detail. His face is so nicely done. So cool. So, my very first Iron Studio piece. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Thumbs up the video. And make sure you share with your other Disney friends. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, we'll take a 360 look at this. But I've pretty much shown you all the details. I just think that is so cool. It's so nice to see in person. I was iffy about it when I was first looking at it, just because I wasn't sure how well the face was going to look in person, but it looks fantastic. He looks great. I'm sure he would be very happy to see this. And I hope you do enjoyed it also. And that's going to do it for today's video. It's been sitting here for a few days, so I finally got up and got the energy to share it with you, and I absolutely love it. Now I've got to find a place to put it, or put it in something. But I think I'm going to, I don't know, figure a way to what I want to put behind it. I guess if I had the energy and the oomph, I could paint a Magic Kingdom castle behind it. But I don't know. I'll think it over and let you know if I do anything else with it. But for now, I'd like to wish you a magical day. Walt should tell you that, actually. And I will see you in the next video. On to the 360. Bye-bye.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse. Now that's why I want this part of the show to belong to Mickey, because the story of Mickey is truthfully the real beginning of Disney.